aspirations and everything. So why is it difficult? Some people have broken relationships because the girl had a guy who was quote unquote really close, too close. Some females, I remember having a girl one time, when I was dating, she wasn't comfortable with the way I was talking to one of my female friends. I tried. This person has been like a sister to me for the better part of 10 years. Get everything you want to say or do, that will change the way I see this person. My parents know her parents know me. We have soaked Gary together. Yes, we've not had sex, right? But we are really close. For all intents and purposes, there's some places we'll go to, they will think she is my older sister. So why would you say, how can you be friends with this girl? Don't you see how and then this friend of mine is very tall. You see how tall she is. You see how fine she is. Maybe she likes you. You don't know. I said, look, it's a possibility, but I am trying to be committed to you. Problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, what exactly is the difficulty in being friends with a member of the opposite gender?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk. Hello, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
08179230002, 08179230003, 08179230002, 08179230003. WhatsApp is 08090306416, 08090306416. So you send us a message to that number. Please do not call, just send a message to that number. 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. All right, please, let's do that. But call us. I'd like to hear from you this wonderful Christmas Eve afternoon. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt, compliment service season.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Info.
Yes, good morning. Season's greetings.
Yes, this is Ikechukwu calling me from Port Harcourt.
Good morning, Ikechukwu.
Yes, my brother, what you're saying. I had an experience. A lady that I nearly almost married last time. She says to me, all her friends are male friends, that she has nothing to do with female friends, that she learned nothing from her fellow female friends. That if suddenly I meet a guy at home, that I shouldn't get annoyed. You understand? Although a senior brother of mine then asked me to cut the lady off, that maybe I cannot cope with such person. But later I come to understand that it is real that many women have nothing upstairs. So that's why.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing upstairs. I wouldn't say that's a bit oversimplification. I wouldn't say nothing upstairs. It may just not be the kind of thing that you want, right? It may not be something that's beneficial to you. I wouldn't say they have nothing upstairs, but yeah, it's not unusual to hear females. But the truth is, I don't think that narrative is accurate. I think it's probably being blown out of proportion. That women are not good friends to each other, and so they prefer male friends. I don't think it is as widespread, because if we're honest, most of the females that you have really have more female friends than guys. And if you have spent time with some females, you particularly in this country, you probably have heard them say that they feel very uncomfortable around males because some males have either tried to sexually harass them, some males have either tried to be physical with them, and so it's generally a bit of a traumatic experience. So where else do they turn to? Their fellow females for friendship. But don't get me wrong, right? I'm not saying that all males should only have male friends or no. I'm just saying, what is the real challenge between a man and a woman being friends, being cordial, being brotherly? How difficult is it really? 017-923-0002, 0817923-0003, 0817923-0003. We're talking about the best friend. And my question is, why is it difficult for some to stay friends with the opposite gender? Why can't we just remain friends? What exactly is the challenge? Why can't you accept this person as a human being and not as, something to fulfill your sexual fantasy or desire? And it goes both ways. It's not just the guys who have the problem. I think it's the women as well. Good morning, Jude. Once again, compliments of the season to you. To your topic, I think it's usually people who haven't had very good relationships, either as children, that are in these boats. Have you seen the way children interact, Jude? It's not about if you're a boy or a girl. It's about if you can play. If you can play, if you can be around them, any decent child will have another child, whether it's a male or a female, around them. It is the society that has twisted the minds by the time they grow up to create this problem that we have. If we teach our children to be better as friends, most of the complaints will not be there. That's a very interesting take there. Have you seen children play? They don't care if you're a male or a female. You just play. That's what children do. You just play. A 10, well, not 10 months, more like when they start walking, usually from a year on average. A 1-year-old and an 18-year-old, child or children, who are playing, they don't know that you are a girl. They just know that we are playing. Why can't we be like that? problem? That's what we're talking about this morning. My question is, why is it difficult for some to stay friends with the opposite gender? What is a friend? Someone who helps you, someone who motivates you, who criticizes you, someone who, like the Bible says, some a friend that's as close or closer than a brother. That means not born of the same flesh, but your bonds are very close. In fact, one of the most well documented type of friendships in the Christian Bible is the friendship between David and Jonathan. Very, very close. But let's move away from that kind of friend, because I think it's pretty easy for members of the same gender to become friends. One of my closest friends is a guy went to same school. We've been friends since we were 11 years of age. Right now we're in our 40s and we're still friends. I like to think if anything happens to me or happens to him, the other person will step up. I've carried his kids. I look forward to him carrying my kids. But I also have that type of friendship with some females. What is the problem? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Send us a message to 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Once again, send us a message to 0809-030-6416. All right? Talking about quote-unquote best friends. The word bestie has now become a problem in many a relationship in this country. 90.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning to you.
Hello, brother. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. This is Ike. I still call back, my brother.
Welcome, Ike.
Please, all right. I want to still get you very correct. When you talk of woman, at least maturity, isn't it? Thank you. Now, I want to put it to you. A woman, a businesswoman, like when I said about a lady Somali, this woman has lived talking. You understand? Now, I think she has gotten experience of the life over there. Now, a businesswoman here, I want you to prove me if I'm wrong or not. A businesswoman here in Nigeria, would she rather have male friends than female friends? Or is that the politicians we have?
Oh dear. Ike. Hello? Ike? Okay. I think I get your question though, but let's hear from this person. 90.3, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Nigeria.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Yes, please.
This is Dakuku from Apoke.
Good morning, Mr. Dakuku. Welcome.
Jude, the topic you bring is very, very interesting. This time around, people does not mind again because of the new era we are in this dispensation. Not even in Nigeria. Everywhere I'm started. Like what you said, when I was in secondary school, I don't associate with those kind of people. I moved to Maine because, to distract my attention, not to decide what I was doing.
Okay.
So for today, a lot of them are doing, even if a person of 10 years, see them moving along with women. A 10-year child, talk of this one, we see what you call Yahoo. A lot of them are not up to 10 years. This is why this country, this life is different now.
But let me ask you this. Well, I agree with you. When we were younger, a lot of people didn't want to, they tell us don't follow girls, don't follow women, focus on school, focus on But is it wrong? Is it wrong to have a female as a friend? That you're saying the young ones these days, maybe they understand friendship better than we did.
During that time, the relationship we have with a lady then That's how the limit is. But the other ones don't feel at ease now. I guess when you're in school, you have to get a lady as your friend, not your friend. Definitely, you are sure because of what she was being performing in the class. Maybe when she's better, I have to move with her to learn a lot.
Okay,
from her.
okay.
But it's not for the younger ones now. What they are doing. Are you hearing me?
I see.
So it's all about children.
Okay. All right. I see what you mean. You said the younger ones these days are they're not just being friends. They're doing things that they ought not to do. 92.3, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Season greetings to you.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Man and woman, or female and male, can never be best friends.
Oh, can they be friends?
Just friends, yes.
Okay, but they cannot be best friends.
The word best friends, no sir.
Why?
Even friends, best, we are looking it for one side of the eye. These are two opposite sex.
Okay.
And there are situations that cause or that triggers moments that both individuals cannot or may not able to control.
All right.
Now blood, they flow for their veins.
True.
Not water.
True.
A man just looking at a woman, something goes on in him. How much more when that woman is now his friend, spending time with him? Even the Bible told us carefully that if you even look at them, you have committed, which means it's not possible there won't be a friend.
It's not possible. If it's not possible, why would God make man and woman?
He made them for us, to comfort us, to keep us busy.
I'm sorry. God made woman for you to comfort, to make you. I'm sorry.
Why did God make woman to come and do what? He said for you to do. Not for Mr. Zion to be alone. The only thing God created everything. Everything God created from A to Z. Pet animals were there, wild animals were there, spirits were there, grass were there, everything. Even plants that are talking were, plants that are smelling were there, sweet odor they are there. But God said no. This guy cannot be alone. It's not good.
It's not
that
good.
was why he brought in a woman. Why do you think God brought woman for? To come and do what now? To come and do what? Asking you, Jude.
I would think to help, and I would think to support. I would also think, to be a representation of him on earth as well.
No, woman are never created to represent a man. God did not create a woman to represent a man in any form. The only thing can represent here on earth is this man to represent God. The spirit and the living is only man. Man made, you and me. But once you get to the opposite sex, God created them to comfort us.
To comfort you. Okay. So it's you don't think it's possible that a man.
You calling them to be friends is an error. It's not true. They can never be your friends.
Women can never be our friends.
They can never be your friend. Did God tell them to be your friend?
So what I assume your sister is there, right? You don't see your sister as a friendly person?
My sister, friend to me, as a brother. No, she's my sister, my brother. She's not my friend.
Yeah, but
my mother is my mother. She's my mother. She's not my friend. My wife is my wife. She's not my friend. Oh, you are going the first friend you are going to have is your wife will be your best friend. It's a lie. All are pathological lies. We are not true to ourselves. Your wife can never be your best friend. That is not the position of your. The only person that can be your friend is either me. If you don't like me to be your friend, there are spirits who can be your friend.
Wow.
If you don't like the spirit, there are trees, there are other animals, animals, puppies, cubs that can be your friend.
Really?
Yes, and not a woman. The day a man and a woman becomes friends, my brother, Either they're about to commit atrocity, or somebody's about to lie to you, or somebody wants to be pretentious to target something behind.
Wait, hold on. You do understand that, the commonality, before I let you go, the commonality in all of these relationships that you just made mention of, right? Whether it's a brother and a sister, a son and a mother, or an auntie and a nephew, is conviviality. And the word conviviality means, in its best term, friendship. It's a form of love. It's a form of love.
Is it not man that that word just pronounced now? That man made that word to suit the situation he found himself. But let us go back to the preamble, to the beginning. He said, "For it is not good for a man to be alone." You see, one thing about us in this part of the world, when we want to commit atrocity, we look for a beautiful name to quote it so that the atrocity will look very good, just like what we are saying boyfriend and girlfriend today. What the church have endorsed.
I'm not even talking about boyfriend and girl. I'm just saying, is it you don't approve of a boy and a girl just being friends, closer than brother and sister?
My two sons, son and daughters, can never be friends anywhere. The day they know that they are my friends, I will start suspecting them. Somebody must leave that house immediately to go and that sister somewhere, because something's about to go wrong.
Okay. Let me let you go. Let me let you go. Somebody's waiting on the line. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. This one says, only God brings good friends on your way, but time and circumstances will define what a good friend is. Compliments of the season. That's Ogu Justice. Good morning, Jude. As you were explaining this issue, I was laughing because that's a replica of me. I found it hard to interact with female friends. I am shy, Jude, but there's nothing wrong with mingling with females or having a close relationship with them. It depends on how you were brought up. Background matters a lot. Miracle from Imo State. Miracle, thank you very much. 9.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt.
Hello, Jude.
Good morning to you. Season's greetings.
Thank you. This is Nuria, just like a woman.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Jude. You know, Jude, my daughter told me recently that a girl in her school was raped by her best friend.
Oh, dear.
Who is a guy.
That's sad.
Yes. Can you hear me, Jude?
Very clearly.
Yes. That they've been best friends for a long time. That she didn't know that the girl was just crying. That this guy is her best friend. How can he do this to her? She came back to the hostel and he was just talking and talking. Look, Jude, Mr. Zion is absolutely right. A guy cannot be a friend, not even a best friend to a lady.
Friend?
What are you saying?
Wait, let me, I failed to ask him this question. Well, let me ask you, because I failed to ask him.
But you can be a friend, but to the extent of being a best friend to a lady, Jude, trust me, a man is a man. God did not create Mr. E different from Mr. B. It is God that is only in his being. I even tell my daughters, a guy can never be your best friend. You don't say this guy is your best friend. What are you saying? Instead of a human being, you have all your features intact. Then you go to his house, you sit down, you speak carelessly, you talk about it. Do you think he's an angel? He came from, or he's an alien? It's a human.
Yeah, but you do know that being a best friend doesn't mean you ignore these signs. It means that there's a control. You have an understanding. You know your limits.
That understanding, Jude, is absolutely pretense. You see, on the part of the lady, she can even absolutely take this guy as her best friend. She can tell him things about her guy, or if she's married, about her husband. Trust me, the heart of the man is different. Most times, it's the heart of the man that is different. No matter how he pretends to, he fantasizes, he looks at these things, these pictures you have. You see, God created Eve. The day God created Eve, she stood up and her shape, her curve, everything about her was different from Adam. And he looked at her and said, wow, now this is a woman. He admired what he saw. A man sees a woman and he admires her. No matter if she likes, let her call herself his best friend. What he's seeing is different. Why do you think these days we're having incest all around? Where brothers can't even receive their own sisters, fathers can't even receive their own daughters. You see, Jude, then you now see a man that is from another side, another family entirely. They will now see a lady and not be attracted because of that word friend. She's his best friend. Who told you? Please, guys or ladies. Look, I was listening to Steve Ellen. It's Steve Harvey, yes. Steve Harvey's show.
Yeah.
Do you know what he told to somebody? He said he can never have a woman as his friend. He was so sincere. They told him why. He said yes, because eventually he will be attracted to her. And before you know, he will commit adultery. It's a human that a woman can never be his best friend. That when he relates with them, he's from far. Yes, greetings and
okay. So yes, you can relate from far. That's just being friends, but being very close is not advisable. That's what you're saying, or it's not possible.
On the heart of the woman, she may be clear and sincere, but trust me, it is different. God created male and women differently. He created you people from hands, from the dust, from ground. So you people cannot even control your emotions. Trust me, Jude.
Thank you very much, Muriel. That's an oversimplification of what any human being can or cannot do. That we're from the ground, so we cannot control our emotions. Once again, let me say this: I will never ever forget my time with the elderly gentleman I met when I was in university. Those days, sitting down and him, pouring out stories and whatever will forever be in my life. And he said, and I repeat this, I think I've said this before, as a man, you need to come to the notion or come to the realization that you cannot sleep with everybody. You cannot chase everybody. Not every woman will like you. And most importantly, you cannot afford everybody. The minute you are comfortable with that in your head, you will be fine. You will be fine. How can you really believe that a man and a woman can't be friends because God said one is support God? Wait, once again, there's some error there, because it's unfair to state that a whole gender was created just to be the plaything of another gender. That's oversimplification. I know I'm not trying to be a pick me. I'm not trying to be a sim, but it's an oversimplification.